So when I decided to write a book on marriage, I decided to put my failures in the book, because I have come to realize that in this world, especially when you're a man, you will never get praised for wanting to do the right thing. You either do the right thing or you don't. Really, it's that simple. When it comes down to being a man, you're doing the right thing or there's no trying. If you try, you will still be criticized for it because you still didn't set out to do what you are trying to do. So I tried to have a good marriage. I tried to be a good man. Trying gets you nowhere as a man in this life. That's just the harsh truth. That's just the reality of life. So I said, okay, I'm going to write this book. I'm going to put my errors in this book, and I'm going to do my best to be as vulnerable in the book as possible. That I'm not going to hide my failures. I'm not going to hide things that I could have done better. Why? Because really and truly, if I had been a lot more serious, like if I didn't go into marriage with the idea that everything's going to be all right, don't worry, three little birds. If I didn't go into marriage with that mindset, if I went into marriage knowing that storms are going to come, if I went into marriage knowing that hard times are going to come, if I went into marriage knowing that it's serious work, it's hard work, then, I would have invested more in character development. I would have actually been at that place where I say, hey, you know what? This isn't for me right now. This isn't what I should be getting into, because it's a lot of work and there's things that you need as a man for your marriage to function. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're quote unquote trying to be a good man. There are things that you need to have a marriage functioning properly. Right? And when I say that, automatically some people believe I'm just talking about money, and that's not true, because guess what? There are so many millionaire men who got married. Most of them are divorced today. Some of them this is their third divorce for a lot of them, and they have money. So money plays a very, very important role in marriage. But there's a lot of stuff that you have to get to. You have to get to who you are as a man, the purpose that you're on as a man. Because when you get into marriage, that's not when you want to start to sit back and figure out, who am I? What do I want? And what do I want to chase after? So a few of the errors that I made was I went into marriage not knowing who I am. I went into marriage not knowing what I'm about. I went into marriage not knowing what I want my life to look like 10, 15 years from now. So I kind of went into marriage with the idea that I'll figure it out on the way. That's not good. Right? So that's a few of the errors that I make. A few of the errors that I made was centering my entire life around someone else. That's a big mistake, because and this is why the suicidal rate for men are so high after divorce, because they center their entire life around the person that they get married to. And then after losing that person, or that person decides to leave, they literally feel as if their quote unquote better half has left and they don't know what to do. Now, if you build if I have built my life and allow Christ to be the center of my life, my goals, my aspiration, my dreams, and have all these things figured out, then I would not have centered my life and my decisions around the other person. Am I saying that you shouldn't consult with this person and XYZ that you're doing? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if I figure these things out before going into marriage, then I would have chosen someone that would complement these things and these goals and these aspirations. It's like if you plan to travel the world. I'll give you an example. If you plan to travel the world, but you don't know that you don't know it as yet, and you marry somebody that loves the city that you're in, and they say, I want to spend the rest of my life in this city, but you don't want to travel the world. You figure that out at a later date in life. There's going to be friction, because here you are wanting to travel the world, and this person doesn't want to leave the city. No, if you have already decided before marriage, I'm the type of person that wants to travel the world, you're going to choose somebody that complements you, that loves to travel. I hope that makes sense. So, these are some of the failures. These are some of the mistakes, the errors that I made. I'm not going to sit here and try to make myself look great and try to say, oh, no, let's not. I don't want to do what Adam did, which was just pointing fingers. It's Eve. It's all Eve's fault. No, he's a man. He came there first. He was older. He should have said, hey, we're not going to eat this because God said that we shouldn't eat it. He had like 5 more ribs. I'm sure he could have gotten someone else. So, I just had to, as a man, You just have to come to the point where you say, listen, my life is how it is because of my decisions, not what anybody else did, but my life is the way it is because of what I decided to do, what I believed I deserved, and this is the result of it. That's the best place you can start, because at least now you can begin to pick up the pieces. I hope this was a blessing to someone. I'll be doing a next episode, or our next video, because I'm still on the same topic. Because at first I discussed marriage, now I'm discussing the errors that I made. The next video I'll talk about, how things got out of hand, what caused the chaos, what caused things to spiral out of control and all of that. So, hope it's a blessing to someone. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So the video that I did before this video, I was talking about marriage, and I was talking about the good parts of it before everything started to spiral out of control. And in majority of marriage, you have at least 5 to 7 years to get your marriage right before the storm picks up. So I am going to take full accountability for the failure of the marriage, because I am a man and I'm a biblical man. So if you guys can remember in the book of Genesis, when Eve was deceived by the snake, nothing happened. But we realize when Adam also ate of the forbidden fruit, that's when God came looking for them, right? So when God came, he didn't come to Eve, he didn't come to the serpent, he came looking for Adam, because Adam was the one that he left in charge. Adam was the one that he created to be the head. Adam was the man. So God came looking for Adam, and when God found Adam pointed fingers to Eve. He pointed to the woman. And if you look around what's happening in today's society, you can see that a lot of this is happening. A lot of men are saying, hey, my life is crappy, my life is the way it is because of that woman that I married, or my life would have been a lot better if this woman didn't this, if this woman didn't that. Listen, man, you have to come to a point in your life where you just own up to it and just take full responsibility and just be a man about it. If it failed, you just say, hey, I should have done better, I should have made better choices, because at the end of the day, you are the one that proposed to this person. You are the one that asked this person, will you marry me? No. So back to the Eve situation. So God came looking for Adam. Adam pointed to Eve. Eve pointed to the serpent. And all of this was Adam's fault. Whether you want to look at it from whatever angle you want to look at it from, it's Adam's fault. Because she didn't hold him down and force him to eat the fruit. He's a thinking man, he can think. And he said, yeah, okay, let us eat it. He did eat it, and what happened. So, me looking back at my life, when I said, okay, I'm going to write a book concerning marriage, I didn't write this book with the intention that I'm going to portray this person as a villain or to make this person look bad. If anything, I tried to make myself look like the villain, because it is my story. And as a man, you don't want to have the story of pointing fingers at everyone and blaming everyone else for what's happening in your life. You don't want to blame everyone else for why your life sucks.